Hi everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Persona 4 Golden. We're on to part number 45. Wow, this is taking a while. By far my longest LP ever. And we're continuing through Nanako's dungeon, Heaven. And we're waiting for more shadows. Nope, Lifestone. Small HP recovery, pretty much. I'll be honest, when it comes to the items, I don't know why I bother. I mean, why do I bother like going out of my way to find all this shit? Because I've just never been one for using items in this game all that much. Maybe when I'm really... maybe early on, I guess. When you don't have like... stuff like, if you don't have a character like a person in your party who knows like media armor and stuff like that, which will heal your party, they're useful then, I guess. But even then, that's a very small window of usefulness, because Yukiko, I think she at least learns media really early. That causes a certain amount of electrical damage. I think it's 100 points. But yeah, I mean, those are pretty much the items, only items that I use. Like, if someone's like put a magical barrier up around them, then you can use the items which cause specific, like a specific type of damage, like fire, electrical, ice, whatever it may be, and that cuts through the magic because it cuts through that defense because it's like. It's not a magical spell. And another Hawk Magnetama. And that's floor number 2 done. Fairly quick. But yeah, it suddenly feels weird. That is a little clue as to what is going to happen. That is a little clue for later on in the dungeon. This dungeon only has, I think, 2 bosses. The first boss is on dungeon floor number... God. Purifying Salt. I think that's a status ailment healer. I think... I can't really remember. I think that basically gets rid of one of the status ailments. I can't remember which. Holy shit! So that's the Finicky Papillion. Weak to ice there. And that's the Brave Wheel.
That's the way you said scan.
The Brave Wheel is weak to ice and weak to light. It regains health from fire attacks and from wind attacks. So yeah, use ice on the fucker. Or is that dark? Oh no, sorry, it's weak to dark. Light has a like normal effectiveness on this thing. It's Perpetual Sand is weak to electrical attacks. So yeah, Mazio, fuck him up. And time for an all-out attack. Let's go. But yeah, I don't use a lot of items during my playthroughs all that often. I pretty much got the second. I think the sword that I'm currently wielding there. It's one of the stronger ones. I think it's like the second strongest. In fact, in this playthrough, which I was kind of happy about, I actually get the strongest weapon in the game from the final dungeon, so I'm kind of happy about that. I was happy when I picked that up. So anyway, let's move on. I like the floating like little triangular pyramid pillars things that are on the side there. It makes it look... it's kind of a cool aesthetic. I kind of like that. Have we found the way out? Yep, we found the way out. Found the way up to dungeon floor number 4. This guy's going to be a little bit tougher. Let's see who this asshole is. We've got tree people. So yeah, these are the stasis giants. They're weak to wind. And that's the Blossom Nyogo. Ah, there we are, the Blossom Nyogo. it is...
Got it. This one's weak to ice.
The Blossom Nanako are weak to ice. So, yep. Hit them with my Bufu. I kind of like their design though. It's kind of creepy and cool at the same time. It's got that blue face. I think when something has a face on it, the color coding usually means the weakness. Although I think in later dungeons, in some of the dungeons, they fuck you up by flipping it around because they're pricks. But yeah, so the Blossom Nanako has a blue like mask face thing on it, which is kind of cool. And we got ourselves a new persona, Kinki, level 54. Yeah, I think I kept my original persona in Zanagi throughout the entire game. Didn't get rid of it. And he's up to level 60, which means we learn Poison Arrow. Causes poison, very much. It's a multiple hit attack which causes poison. High counter, very useful. Put that on Chie as soon as you possibly can. But yeah, as they've got blue faces, obviously that means they're weak to ice. If they got red, weak to fire. Yellow, they're weak to electricity. Green, they're weak to wind, I believe. So, very, very useful. Let's keep going. Ooh, we've got a special box. And I've got loads of keys. Awareness note. I can't remember what that does. I think that is... it buffs something. I can't remember what, though. I don't use it. I don't think. I can't remember using it anyway. Oh, we got some new personas to fight. And weak to fire. He's got a yellow face. I'm talking out my ass. So that's the Killer Drive. He's weak to fire. So yeah, use that on him. Causes a bunch of damage. I say no, and I'm going to use Agidyne on the bird for some reason. Why did I do that? Oh, they're weak to fire as well. Yeah, keep doing it. They're weak to fire as well. Kind of useful.
Hey, senpai, I got your back.
Do I allow it? Yeah, I do. I like this attack. I like this attack animation. It's pretty cool. Yeah, fuck you. And everybody's down, so we can go into our maximum overdrive attack. Fuck you. Those things can... the drives, big dude there with the spinning blades on his hands, they can be pretty tough if you don't have their weakness. And they tend to show up a lot in later dungeons. Relaxing Wave is also very, 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 very useful. It recovers a small amount of SP after every single battle. Makes the optional dungeon that much more bearable. So, yeah. I got a lot of keys here. And we're done. Let's move on to floor number 4. What was I going to say? Oh, yes. I can hear her. What can you hear? She can hear Nanako. Cool. Right. She's on this floor. She's not on this floor. She's in the dungeon at least. We know that much. And... oh, fuck you. So these are the Regal Mother. They're a pain in the ass as well. Regal Mother has no weaknesses, but it drains fire. So yeah, don't use fire on it, just use physical. Probably the best option there. Causes everything else causes like neutral damage, so normal damage. So best thing to do is just go for physical attacks mainly. And now we get a little cutscene, which which is kind of nice. I like this. Oh shit. We hear Nana-chan. Here's Nanako.
Where are you? Why did you disappear? Why did you leave?
Yeah, this is kind of holy shit, this is fucking sad. I remember this kind of
But I'm not lonely.
hitting me a little bit hard with the first time I played the game. It is the whole Nanako-chan, shut up. The whole Nanako like dungeon, the whole Nanako like kidnapping, then dungeon, then what happens after that with her is probably the most depressing part of the game. It's probably the saddest part of the game. But I just, oh my god. Way to bring the mood down, Kanji. So yeah, I do love it's one of my favorite.
What's the matter?
It's equally part of it is like part of it is my least favorite part of the game, and part of it is like my favorite. I don't really know how to say it. It's kind of annoying yet kind of interesting. So yeah, the realization Namatame is in here. The killer is in here with Nanako, which means added stakes, bitches. Which means we now have to save her from Namatame, but at the same time we have the chance to haul in the bastard. So let's see if we can do that. It's kind of a short dungeon, I have to be honest. 10 floors. I don't think it's the shortest, but for this stage of the game, it's kind of short. Not that it's the sorry, not that it's the biggest issue in the world, because it's still it's still a fun dungeon to go through. Oh fuck you. Obtain Snuff Soul, that recovers SB. It's not the worst thing in the world because I still enjoy the dungeon, but it's a little bit short for how long. You know, just in comparison to like the other end dungeon, the end game dungeons, because this is the fourth. Yes, this is the fourth from last dungeon. We've got 3 dungeons to go after this one. Purifying water, status healer. It's kind of useful, but I don't really use them all that much. I didn't get affected by status ailments that much in this playthrough, to be honest. I don't know whether that's a Persona thing or whether it's just extreme extreme luck. Probably the latter, but yeah. Oh, we got an encounter. Who is it this time? The Revelation Pesce. They have no witnesses, which is kind of annoying. They drain wind, and they also are and they repel light attacks. So yeah, don't use light attacks, don't use wind, and you'll be just fine with them. The rest the rest is like normal damage. And given the fact that we're like 3-4 levels higher than them, you're gonna cause more than enough damage to take them out, so it's no big deal. It's pretty comfortable, I will say that. Hit him in the face! There you go. And we got Eye of Wind. That's useful. That is very, very useful. That is a that increases wind attack damage. So put that onto Yosuke as much soon as you can. I guess it's depending on what you want to do. If you want to be more defensive, then you can equip Yosuke with the electrical thing, because he's weak to electricity, which will nullify all electrical attacks. Like, it won't cause him to get knocked down. But if you want to be more aggressive, then you use that to improve his light attacks. His wind attacks. So these are the light balance. They have no weaknesses, they repel light, and they suffer no damage from dark attacks. So yeah, as long as you don't use light and dark, you're fine. But that's about it for this part, so join me next time for the next part of Persona 4 Golden. See you next time.